Hi everyone, I'm Bart Banfield, Superintendent of Epic Charter Schools. We're the largest statewide virtual charter school in Oklahoma, and welcome back to our monthly talk show, Epic Insider. One of the cornerstones at Epic is every child in our care will be future ready and in demand by the time they graduate from Epic. A key part of that most fundamental aspiration is making sure that every one of our students has a plan for after graduation. Whether that means going to a four-year college or a university, career technical school, or a military path. And to discuss the many different ways Epic is here to prepare its students for a post-high school life is Jae Strickland, Epic's Managing Director of College and Career Readiness. Thank you for joining us today, Jae. So let's jump in here. I've got lots of questions. So first of all, how long have you been with Epic and how did you get involved with college and career readiness?
Thank you for having me. This is my second year at Epic. I got involved because I love the way we're able to serve students. We have an amazing team of people that work every day to make sure that our students are future ready and in demand through a lot of different ways. And so I just got involved because I love the mission of our department and the way we're able to really help the overall mission of what we're here to do at Epic.
Perfect. Next question. Tell us about the main goals of your department and how your team works together with both students and families.
Sure. So obviously our first aspiration at Epic is that students are graduating future ready and in demand, and that is what we do all day, every day. In our department, we're pretty expansive. We have what's called college and career advisors. They work with every student, 8th through 12th grade, to make sure that they understand who they are as young people, what they perceive to be good at, their gifts and talents, and kind of walk them through their years of high school to make goals around that. And to know that you're going to grow and you're going to evolve and your interests are going to change. So that's really what we do with students. And then with families and caregivers, we really want to engage them in the process. We want to help them understand who their children perceive themselves to be in the academic realm. I think as parents, so many times we're just focusing on what do we have to do today and all the extra activities. And we really trust, and hopefully our parents trust us, that we're serving well and we're having those conversations. So we really want to invite our parents in to join us and be a part of that collaborative process.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love most about Epic is that at Epic, parents are not only part of the process, they are a fundamental part of their child's education. So fantastic. Good, good. Okay, next question. What would you say to a student who's struggling with making a decision about what to do after high school?
It's a great question. Well, first I would say that's okay because we're always growing and evolving as people. I think the biggest thing is to just really understand what excites you, what you like doing. While you're in high school, we always say that the individual career and academic plan that we start with our students at 8th grade is your first step to your next step. So that's when you're doing things like an interest profiler. Do I like to work with my hands? Do I like IT? Do I like automotive? And then from there, once students have identified what they enjoy doing, we can help them create goals and a pathway around that. What do you envision yourself to do as a career along those lines of the things that excite you? Does that require a college education? If so, what's the best college for you? Maybe you could earn a certificate at one of our amazing career techs across the state. So let's get you involved in that. Are there internships and things that we can get you connected with, or work-based learning experiences where you can really get that hands-on feel for what that career field might look like down the road? So we encourage students to really dive in with our college and career advisors and our specialists to get an immersive experience there. And then I think, as you're going through high school, if you notice that maybe you have an experience that you just think, gosh, this might not be for me, come back and talk with us. We can help guide you and have that conversation and make sure that everything that you're doing while you're in high school at Epic is meaningful, it's productive, and it's going to get you where you're trying to go.
I love the fact that we are creating student agency with our Epic students. Excellent. Next question. So what are some of the innovations taking place in your department, and how are you using them to prepare our students for the future?
Absolutely. I mentioned that we have college and career advisors. This is a brand new innovation in our department. New this year, we have about 36 college and career advisors regionally located across the state. And we created these positions so we could really have those intentional conversations with students about college and career. We really feel like if we are serving students in the right way at Epic, that it happens consecutively. What we're doing with early childhood students should be reflected in elementary school and middle school. And so we're just kind of the capstone of that. And so we really want them to understand throughout their learning continuum, you're always building towards something. But we needed to make space where we could really have those meaningful conversations. So we created, with the support of our leadership, this brand new initiative. It is unlike anything else across the state. A lot of schools utilize their counselors in this way, which is amazing, but counselors have a lot on their plate.
Yes.
And so for us to really have a dedicated team of people that can really just dive in with students and unpack those interests and those goals and help them set a plan, we're very thankful for that innovation. Another thing that we're doing is just always trying to increase partnerships across the state. A few years ago, we started an associate degree program where students could earn 60 credit hours or an associate's degree by the time they graduate high school at no additional cost to them. And so we're talking with other university partners across the state about how we can replicate that. We would even like to specialize that, where we not only have a general associates, but maybe we have a pre-health associates. So for our students that envision themselves working in the healthcare field, they can get a leg up on that and get those credits needed to be able to graduate high school and jump into an RSN or a BSN program and be a nurse. So we're always trying to reach out with our partners. We're very thoughtful about understanding trends and careers and talking with our students about what their interests are, so that way we can make sure we have offerings that are going to be valuable and interesting to them, but are also going to best position them to be able to go out here in Oklahoma and beyond and be employable.
You know, when you look at the increasing costs of higher ed, the fact that EPIC students can get an associate's degree while they're simultaneously getting a high school diploma and basically walk out with a diploma and an associate's degree upon graduation is incredible. Excellent.
It's incredible.
Okay, last question for me. So if families have questions, where can they get more information about EPIC's College and Career Readiness Program?
Absolutely. They can go to our website. We have a very robust page on the EPIC website. You could start there. You can also get connected with your roster teacher, and they would be able to help connect the students with their college and career advisor. And that's a great first step too. We have a newsletter that goes out twice a month, so make sure you're checking your emails and looking for that college and career readiness newsletter. And we would love to connect and serve any way that we can.
Excellent. Jae, thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing all of this wonderful information. And a special thanks to our viewers out there watching this edition of EPIC Insider. I'm your host, Bart Banfield, and until next time, remember, at EPIC, school can be different, and so can you.